Okay, we're going to draw an exterior now. The process is going to be very, very similar. I need to first draw something, then based on that something, establish where my horizon line is. Then once you've got the horizon line, place your vanishing points. When you're dealing with an interior, you draw the furthest thing away. So in an interior shot, the first thing I draw is where the walls of the building meet. Then based on the corner, I figure out my horizon line is, let's say, here. Place my vanishing points, and then I'm ready to do my drawing. In an exterior shot, I draw the closest thing to me, which is also another vertical line that represents the front corner of my building, this thing. So, in either case, whether you're drawing an interior or an exterior, usually the first step in one-point perspective is to draw a vertical line. So let's place our first building on the right side of our drawing, right about here. Notice I've already drawn my frame. All of you guys make sure you have a frame in your drawing. Never place your vanishing points inside the frame. Okay, so let's draw a vertical line right about here, like so. Let's make it a little bit smaller. We're standing back from the buildings, so the buildings are some distance away. Let's say this building is approximately, I don't know how tall buildings usually are. Let's say 3-story building. Let's say it's 40 feet high. I might be entirely wrong about my measurements. Based on the height of the building, let's say I'm standing right about here, like this. Let's place our horizon line relatively low to the ground. So this represents more or less a realistic viewpoint if I'm looking at buildings and I'm standing on the ground. So you're going to run your horizon line all the way across your paper. Again, all the way across your paper so that you're able to place your vanishing point at the edge of your paper, not inside the rectangle. I can't emphasize this enough because quite often, even in a regular classroom, in a physical classroom, you still have students placing the vanishing points here. Do not do that. VPR, VPL. All right, so next step in the process is to construct your orthogonal lines. Let's do it. These lines now recede to the right vanishing point. So when you're dealing with a cube, the right side goes to the right side, the left side goes to the left side, as opposed to an interior where the sides are reversed. Okay, we decide what kind of building you want to draw. You are the architects in this drawing. Draw something similar so that you don't get confused, however. I guess I'm the architect. You guys are just watching and following along. Okay, now let's draw the other side. Like so. And I'm going to make this side a little bit longer. Why? I don't know. It's modern architecture. I get to do what I want. Is that line straight? Yeah, it looks straight. Okay, and now let's get the top of the building. So, look, this looks like a warehouse. Maybe some apartment buildings look like this in Eastern Europe. It's possible. Okay. Now, let's give this building a little bit of detail. Let's give it a sloped roof. Let's do that. So at the end, we're going to get a drawing that looks, just so you guys can see the final objective here. It actually looks like a house, like this. Okay, if you guys remember, in one-point perspective, when you're drawing any kind of complicated object, we have to at first imagine as if it's completely transparent. So we have to draw it as if it's completely clear. So let's do that. We're going to extend lines from this corner to VPR, like so. Going this way. And going this way. And now we're also going to extend lines from these two corners to VPL. Going this way, and hopefully if I've drawn all my lines correctly, the intersections in the back are going to line up. Let's make sure they actually do that. Okay, looks like they do. So we're going to look at the intersection here. That represents the very back corner of the building. I'm going to reinforce my visible lines in a second so you guys can see it. I'm not going to erase my construction. I need it. I need it. So this process right now is for you, not for me. I can see it clearly enough, but I don't want you guys to get confused. In black, I am emphasizing the front corners of the building. So I'm going to make this line a little bit thicker this way. Okay. Okay, so hopefully you can see the front two sides of the building and the back two sides here. Okay, what's the next step? We need to find the center of our building because that's going to help us place the top corner of our sloping roof. How do we find this point? By finding the center of the front wall. So how do we find the center of our front wall? By using the zigzag method. Don't let the construction lines build up, please. Just draw a little X in the middle here. And here. Then we're going to use the center and draw a line going up, 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 this way. So let's use a vertical line here, line it up with our center, and draw a line starting from the top, going directly up, like this. Now, we decide how tall to make our roof. It could be flat, like a barn. It could be like this, like a house, or it could be very steep, like some kind of church building, possibly. I'm going to make it this high. You do what you want. Okay, so now that we've got the height, we've got the center, now we're going to connect the top of the roof with the sides of the front wall. Here it is. Okay, so we got the front triangle. Now we need to get the back triangle. How do we do that? Well, we need to repeat a similar process for our back wall. Let's find the center. So we're trying to find the center, hopefully you guys can see this, of this wall right here. Let's emphasize the bottom here. Here's our back wall. Let's find the center. Let's make a little X. Here's a little X. Now from this little X, we're going to draw another vertical line going up, up, up. Going up. And then to get the height of the triangle in the back, we're going to line up our ruler with the front corner here and our VPR. Our building is getting smaller this way, and so is the height of the roof. Let's line it up. It's going back in space. Here is the height of our roof in the back. Now we need to connect our corners. Going this way. And this way. Now that we have our roof constructed, You guys know the drill. Emphasize the visible lines, eliminate all your construction lines. And make your house or church or barn or apartment block. This no longer looks like an apartment. Looks like a barn. Into something that's a little more solid looking. So there's the first building. Let's break this tutorial into parts. In the next tutorial, we're going to construct another building with a bunch of windows and maybe add some architectural details to this as well.